Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, and welcome back. I am both excited and scared to start the final installment of the original 6 campaigns of UEDAIP. It's a custom campaign created by Nekron that overhauls the 6 campaigns of StarCraft. We play a lot of campaign overhauls on this channel. This one is very notable in that just the enemy that you face in these maps is much more difficult, much more intelligent, and in general, you have to be a lot more active. It's very fun. If you like the original StarCraft, I highly encourage you to check it out. It is difficult, but it's also very rewarding to beat, and it does kind of guide you at the beginning. You just have to be willing to try a lot of different things. So, when I booted this up, all the missions were already unlocked, and that's fine with me. I haven't touched this at all. I don't know what to expect. I have played the other 5 campaigns. You can check the playlist. We started with Brood War because those were created first. I really liked the Brood War Protoss campaign, actually. That was probably my favorite in retrospect. The UBD faction was completely overhauled. In general, these maps are redone from the ground up for the most part. Very rarely is the terrain exactly the same, and just the way that the enemy functions and your tech tree, etc., is all different in some goofy way. Alright, but we could skip all the briefings and stuff. We don't need to worry about that. To be determined, ooh la la. Be mindful of ambushes. The Zerg may try to get some troops behind you as you move around the map. I did check out some of the maps I'd already played, like in the Terran and Zerg campaigns, and I saw that there were actual UED AIP tips, so we'll leave these on. That's handy. Okay, well, I guess let's hotkey. They might spawn behind us. Let's have these follow the Dragoons. And, let's get going. Already took some health damage on a Zealot. You hate to see it. I'm just gonna have those probes follow. And I'm gonna get a move on. I do know, like, on these micro maps that we've played in the past, if you don't move quickly, the Zerg are still, like, doing stuff in the background of all of this. So you want to really, you just want to go. Do I need to be killing creep colonies? Probably shouldn't be. That doesn't seem good. Yeah, okay, we don't want to go that way. We're going to go this way instead. We have to kill this sunken colony anyway, it seems like, unfortunately. Oh, ah, ow, ooh, ah. Okay. That thing came out of nowhere. Hydra Den? Let's check up on here. I also tend to use saves quite aggressively on this campaign. We have found an expansion alert. This is for later. We don't have enough to build a Nexus, so we'll worry about that later. I bypassed the Hydra Den. Maybe I should be killing that, though. 600? Oh my gosh. That's unconscionable. They're ripping us off. Okay, let's try and preserve these Zealots. I mean, like, if we kill... I assume if we kill this, that means that they won't have a Hydra Den later, which does seem kind of important, right? I assume they would just rebuild it, but... Dude, 1 HP left on that probe. So the enemy buildings do spawn units. Dragoons are still in fine shape. Of course, the guy with the lowest health somehow ends up in the front. You hate that. That's another sunken colony. We're just going to have to bomb in there here pretty soon. So let's go. He chose to attack a Zealot, which is fine. Probably going to lose one of them, though. Nope. Okay, we're good. Once again, low Zealot, get in the back. Wait for some shields to come back. And we do quick Alt-S for a safety save. Ah! Oh! Eee! Okay, our weakened Zealots continue to be doing the Lord's work here. Do I need to be killing all these buildings? I don't know if this is actually working against me or if we should just be running past them. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to know until it's too late. Like later on in the map. So anytime you start with these macro mission, or these micro sections are a bit scary. It would be awesome if we could use this. We can't rescue it, unfortunately. Let's keep going. We're very close to Antioch. Probes are right behind us. They're doing fine. I'm just bolting for it at this point. I think we just want to get in there. Okay, we're here.
It is good to see you once more upon the field of battle.
Our minerals have green things on them? I think I know what that is, but...
I had intended to construct photon cannons here for defense, but without probes,
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Our gateway has no power. We must build a pylon near it so that our forces can be brought to this place.
Okay. Our gateway has no power, gotta build a pylon. Protoss buildings can only be built with, or they gotta be powered, etc., etc. Regenerates nearby mineral fields, available only on Ire. So that's what the blue, I'm sorry, that's what the green swirls are. That's exciting. Hopefully that's close enough there. What's going on down here? Do we want to wipe this out quickly? After it started warping in, yeah, these are the normal Protoss tips. Yeah, that's double sunkens. We don't need to rush into that.
What would you ask of me?
Phoenix. Shields regenerate at extraordinary speed, increased by plasma shield upgrades. Phoenix can revive once after dying. Okay, that's cool. Let's just make sure, let's just get saturated. Get one dude on gas early and start ground weapons. Very important. Those shields do seem like they would be important. The question is, what is where on this map? I do have an observer, so I'm going to save in case we accidentally lose it, and I'm going to go ahead and scout around. Generally, you have to attack up in this direction. We also know that there's a base over here that we can take. And in UEDAIP, the enemy, or if you have an ally on the map, will, they generally will expand if you let them. So we probably want to move back across the map and get some units over there to stop them from expanding, if not take it ourselves. So, observer doing the Lord's work, looking around. And I'm not afraid to stack saves. That's really what it comes down to. I'm not afraid to stack saves. Okay, I have found purple. We have what appears to be a purple enemy down here, so we maybe want to move out very quickly down here. Okay, come on back. Good job, Phoenix, doing the Lord's work. And his shields come back quickly, it said, so, and we have a shield battery. Dragoons seem like they attack much faster. Are you seeing this? Okay, a few more probes. I mean, there's really not much else I can spend my money on. We just have to wait for money. I'm not really sure how much, what more we could do. Though, again, this might be a mistake, but I feel like maybe if we wipe this out, we can get back over to that mineral field earlier, and we can just tank with Phoenix here. A lot of our dudes are kind of low. Let's, again, I'm just stacking saves. I don't mind. We're going to get in here. He's just, wow, oh my gosh. It was a mistake? I mean, his shields do come back fast. I don't think this was such a bad idea, honestly. Let's go ahead and start getting some more zealots.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, very nice. I mean, not nice in that Phoenix lost a lot of HP, so we have to be very careful with him as time goes on here. We do get the free respawn from him. That's really all I have to say about that. We do get a free respawn for him over time. Let's get one more pylon. Some cannons would be nice. Just in case we get some mutas coming over here. The earlier we can get down to purple, the better also. We can get a Citadel, so Zealot speed will be nice. I think just getting, basic upgrades here are going to be really, really handy. Tempting to go for shields. It'll help our buildings, but also Phoenix's regeneration, and he is mission critical, so... maybe a bit silly to get that this early. We need a Cybercore for more Dragoons. Dragoons not doing, as much upfront damage, but attacking faster makes them less vulnerable to Zergling swarms, but not as good against the things I need them good against. Such as buildings, I think. Maybe I'm just wrong on that. We don't want to oversaturate. I mean, we do get the mineral regeneration, but... That is scary. Even just getting one photon cannon would make me feel a little better. Ooh. Autocast shield batteries. Sign me up. It's 200 for a cyber core, right? Yeah, this is StarCraft 1. It's like I need to make units so that I can get over there. I also need, it's like you have to decide how much to tech and how much you got to spend on units. So let's go ahead and get our cyber core. Keep making zealots, and we want to send a small force down to the bottom right to either take this and or deny the enemy from having it. Because at a certain point, again, they're going to move out over there. I could probably just toss my observe over there, and if I see them moving over there, then we can just go across this little area and take it out. That's my plan. Lots of zealots. Ooh, big attack down here. Get away from that. Hello. Okay, there they go. I was like, they're not attacking. Phoenix?
I was remembering the time we faced the Tagal on Danath 7. They outnumbered us 30 to 1 that day. Yet we overcame their legions like true Templar, just as we shall overcome our foes today. Oh, I wish Tassadar could be here with us.
It doesn't even look like we would need that much to shut that down, so let's just go ahead and send some zealots. I'm going to keep making zealots, and I'm going to get a citadel. Buildings do cost more in UEDAIP, at least in the vanilla version. I'm not sure if you ever changed that for the Brood War version. I don't really care for it. You get they have more HP, and you get a unit typically from them when they die, but I don't really care, to be frank.
My life for hire.
Okay. Again, if we can deny this, that would be huge. Getting that Phoenix shield regeneration would be really handy, and I would like another gateway, which I imagine... 250. Ugh. You're killing me. Okay, we want to just shut this down. Don't let them restart it. Generally, if you deny the expansion, they won't take it again. But I can leave one zealot over here.
Upgrade complete.
And I would very much like to go for purple here soon. Poor Phoenix. I shouldn't have been so aggressive with him early. We didn't need to do that. It is mission 1, so hopefully this isn't, you know, super difficult or anything, but let's keep an observer maybe down here to get us some vision when they're coming in and attacking us from that direction. And then, oh yeah, the sparkly quality of life, sparkly idle workers is really handy too, especially in StarCraft 1. Kalai units restore their shields to nearby Kalai units after attacking. That's awesome. I mean, that's expensive, but, you know. I think once we get Zealot speed, we go ahead and move out. We obviously need to leave some stuff at home. I see purple gearing up to attack me, so let's move on down here and be ready. I'm concerned we're definitely going to have some Phoenix deaths. He's faster than our other Zealots. Now, what we want to do is just stack up a few extra cannons on this side. And we're going to definitely want another... What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Actually, you know what? Dragoons might be better against Mutas. Maybe. I don't know why that didn't. That structure didn't start. Cannons are still 150, right? Okay, good. And they're still 100. So the cannons didn't get a nice boost to survivability, unfortunately. It's 600 for a Nexus is really prohibitive. Like, I really want this, but it's just, oh, Phoenix. It's just not in the cards for us. This would be a great time to go and attack because they just emptied their base. Let's move out down here. Get more Zealots, and then poor Phoenix. Hopefully he lives. I mean, this might be an ill-fated attack. We have to try it. It's so prohibitive to expand, so that's why I'm hesitant to. Oh, okay, never mind. I literally just left for the briefest of seconds. 2 cannons held out decently against that. It was 3 cannons. That's 450 minerals that we don't have. Okay, can we, like, have a second, please, to maybe
Upgrade complete.
make some progress on the map? The game says no, understandably. No, you can't just have free progress on the map. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I know where he's going, and you know what? I'm ready for him. Do we save up, or do we build more units? What the... What the hell? Why? Where? We'll get that. I'm so confused. Okay, let's get over here, and then our units are going to get bottlenecked on the bridge, and then we're not going to be able to succeed. Okay, we're never going to be able to succeed, because we can never leave our base. I regret everything. We're going to run away. I regret trying to ever move any units out of my base at any moment. Good luck, Phoenix. We don't let him do it? What do you mean, construct? Oh, they must have killed a pylon. Come on, buddy. Please. Okay, get over there. This isn't gonna work, but let's try it and just see what's in this base. And then, we're gonna load a save. Phoenix's determination keeps... Okay, let's load. His determination keeps him alive. Okay, let's turtle for more. Oh yeah, we never destroyed that. We're still gonna want to do... Oh, that means that he won't be dead. We're still gonna kind of do this the way we were doing it, but now we, you know, build cannons back there. Okay, cool. That finished, so let's get down here and wipe this area out. Don't lead with Phoenix this time. Don't block with Dragoons. We are blocking with Dragoons. Good work. Hey, Phoenix, who asked? Phoenix's determination keeps him alive. I don't even know where he is. Where are you, buddy? Get hotkeyed. Alright, let's go suicide into purple. A fitting end.
Not enough minerals. I serve.
You can do it. I trust that you can get across the bridge. No, maybe not you. You tried. Okay, get him, Phoenix. For this first mission, I am especially unhappy with the cost of the Nexus. I think that is what's killer. Also, they did like Sim City their flippin' base in here. It's like perfectly nestled. It's like you're watching these Dragoons shoot really fast, and it just feels like they do nothing. The Dragoons, they do nothing. Okay, we're back a little earlier, just like right when we got the base, and I'm wondering maybe we can just go and attack purple super early instead. I'm a little concerned just because these maps can take several tries, and that's okay. It's more just like, I don't know if I have the time to be able to work through them like that each week. We'll see. Basically, if this doesn't get uploaded on some weeks, then it's possible it's it's because I just didn't have the time to play for long enough to realistically get through. So just so you're aware, that's a possibility. It can happen. Phoenix's determination keeps him alive. Let's see. Look out. Maybe we can get down here and kill the spawning pool. Don't, you don't have to get that close, dude. You don't have to get that close. Go ahead. You stay back. Make sure we're building probes at home and more zealots to keep us alive from Brown. Phoenix, you kind of had one job, which was to keep that stuff alive, but he couldn't do it. All right, I think this worked. This is, see what I mean? This is kind of what you got to do in UEDAIP. You gotta make a go for these early bases and use some good micro to actually follow through and destroy them. So if purple's out, oh my gosh, look at him attack. Oh my gosh. I realized when I said the Phoenix's determination keeps him alive, I might not have kept the footage in. I've tried this mission like 3 times now. I denied them this base, I took that base. It just didn't get it to work. But now I'm thinking that we took this fast enough that we'll be in okay shape. Kill the broodlings, please. Phoenix, go home. We don't have any anti-air at home. Send a few zealots down here to clean up, and then you guys have to go home and kill this single mutalisk. Okay, let's get this pylon over here set up. Don't block any of the minerals, though. I think that's pretty critical. Yeah, and I really need more probes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I never took that out, though. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. So now we just need to live against Brown, which is not an easy ask, but if we can survive and take that bottom base and deny them the right base. So, like, to do that, I'm going to take 2 very weakened zealots. Actually, no, we're not going to do that just yet. We're just going to keep making probes. So, again, I don't know what footage I'll leave in up until this point or not, but a big thing here is our town hall costs 600. Which is incredibly prohibitive. It's unfortunate, but that's, you know, how it is. So we gotta just keep giving it a shot. Phoenix hasn't used his resurrect. So yeah, when he revives, it says like Phoenix's determination keeps him alive or something like that. So that's why I said that. And again, you might not have seen footage of that, but that's where that came from. So purple shouldn't attack us down here anymore. And they're gone. What we do have to do, though, is clear this out, and I'm going to need more anti-air. So let's go ahead and get our Cyber Core. And get Dragoon range, because Dragoon range kind of sucks. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to cut this footage, but we seem to be having a successful go at it now. Again, I'm just concerned that moving forward, like, if I run into a snag, and I'm like, I just need to spend enough time with this map to, like, really get a strategy down, and I just don't have the time to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I just haven't really had a lot of time for my regularly scheduled videos lately, and now I'm doing Mapperino. It's going to be tight. So there might just be some weeks that these videos don't exist, as long as, you know, I just want to make people aware that that is something that can and will happen. Let's save our money and just get Dragoons here momentarily, and then our gateways, at 250. It honestly is killer. It's absolutely killer that it costs so much to get more production. It really makes you rethink how you spend your early money, because we really need those early gateways so that we can pump out more units. Let's wait for the next brown attack, and then we'll go for this. And here is the next brown attack. We do have some cannons.
I was remembering the time we faced the Seagal on Danath 7. They outnumbered us 30 to 1 that day, yet we overcame their legions like true Templar, just as we shall overcome our foes today.
Cool story. Cool story. Okay, now we have another gateway coming up. Very, very useful. Let's go ahead and get shields for Phoenix and then Dragoon range. And we can also take the base down here, which is going to be... We're going to be eating good. We also need to deny them from taking the rightmost base, which means we have to push through the stuff that's in here. So let's save. This is probably the best this is the best situation that we're going to be in for quite some time. So let's go for it. Phoenix is not actively being killed. I have to remember that those flippin' broodlings spawn, so we can't just right-click away from them. I'm not a fan of the new Dragoon, personally. They just don't feel very good to me.
You have not enough minerals. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm not sure if maybe they're better against mutas. Maybe? I can't tell if they're like, if they are actually better than mutas or what. Okay, Phoenix's sheer will and determination doing something. Maybe keeping him alive? I don't know. Let's get some more cannons here. Cannons expensive. They deal a lot of good damage, but they are fragile. So we just got to really focus on keeping those alive. More effective when near multiple pylons. That's interesting. I wonder if it increases their energy regen or something like that. Okay, let's get a probe down here, and let's get a few zealots over here. And we're not going to get attacked from this direction anymore, so we're safe. We do have to save up 600 minerals, though. Again, it's a big ask, but I don't... It's like, can we survive against Brown? Let's see if they took this. I had a playthrough where I denied this base, and then I took it, and even that extra income was not enough to keep me alive. You know, it's rough. It's tough. It's rough and tough. Dragoon and Dragoon. And then I'll get another pylon down here, because apparently it's more effective with multiple pylons, etc., etc. Then we save our money, we take this. The amount of patches here that are also, they're not blocking each other, so we get very, very nice, we should have very nice saturation there. We could probably get 1 or 2 more probes here to better saturate this as well. Okay, this is denied, and we don't need to leave much here. Okay, I see an attack incoming. We're not going to have to leave much there to ensure that it stays decently well defended. Brown eventually gets to ultras as well. They just blast off in terms of tech, so we've got to... just got to stick with it. They are coming in one at a time. You love that, and Phoenix should still have his, Phoenix should still have his resurrect. I'm gonna get one more cannon back here for the muta attacks, because when we attack Brown, we gotta make sure that we can survive. Now let's save our money. Right, because we got all these upgrades as this finishes. And, yeah, 600, man. Now, we could use our observer and look around and see, like, over here. Let's stagger a safety save. Because we want to look to see if there are any other bases that we need to be denying. That's very important. Getting rid of purple pretty much instantly was a huge thing. And again, a lot of it just comes down to experimentation. If you know that a base is there, you can go for it. If you don't know it's there, then you have to scout it, at which point sometimes it might be too late. So it's just, there's a lot to learn and figure out, right? And that's why, again, like I said, sometimes this takes multiple attempts. Sometimes you can just nail it one shot if you're just like really on point and you get really lucky. There have been situations where I have been really lucky as I played some of these other ones, or I've just done a lot of attempts off camera, like the last mission of the UED campaign, which was really awesome, but again, incredibly time-consuming. So, again, here's hoping I have the opportunity to, oh, hello. Here's hoping I have the opportunity to properly, that looks pretty not defended. Faster zealots. You know, to properly play through this with the time it deserves. Because that's really what it comes down to, is, you know, whether I have the time or not. So let's hit this. I'm liking how they're running in basically one at a time. We gotta run up there and destroy that as soon as possible as well. It's only defended by a single sunken colony. I'm just nervous with, like, how much do we realistically need to be able to get up there? As soon as zealot legs are done, I'm thinking we'll be in good shape. I've already had it's very common UEDAIP. I have several failed attempts, and then I'll go on the UEDAIP Discord and be like, I don't know about this one, guys. In this case, though, all I said was, like, I don't know if I can commit to the time needed to properly do this. All right, so we're going to take this group, and we're going to go up here. I don't know if they're going to get there, so we'll stagger that. That wasn't a staggered save at all, but we will do that.
Upgrade complete.
I think Brown can technically get down here. No, they can't. This is closed. Okay. Brown has... Well, they can come down here and across that bridge. This is going to finish just in time. We want our units always in front of the photon cannons. That's the best use of them, in my opinion. Just barely skirting the sunken colony. Let's go. Closing the distance on those is super important. Now, Brown, it's possible Brown will come in and reinforce this really aggressively. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. No, don't... I was going to say, don't lure in the Muta. But we did. Alright, I need you guys killing the Muta. My Zealots can just wreak havoc. So enemies in UEDAIP are dependent on economy most of the time. A fair bit of the time. So if you deny their economy, they actually will be semi-crippled. In not every case, but most cases. Dude, Phoenix is just... he's going ham. Again, it seems like it perhaps didn't send enough. We got to get up there. Phoenix's sheer will and determination keeps... Oh, that bounce. Okay, we're getting up there, and we're going to make more units to sit at home. How about this? Yeah. One with the Kalai. It's like our units... Here, I'll read it for you, because, again, I don't know what footage I've kept in. Units restore shields to nearby Kalai units after attacking. That's pretty sick. I don't know how good it is, but we're going to find out. 7. Phoenix is alive. With that shield regen, he can do really well for himself. We're also bleeding Brown dry. One of my gripes with the original StarCraft, when you play a lot of, like, built-in AI stuff, the way that it works can be a little frustrating because they're not as dependent on resources, or maybe not at all, depending. And what ends up happening is they can just reinforce these with the defensive force endlessly. Whereas in this case, as you destroy like a reinforcing defensive force, it feels like you're actually accomplishing something.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Well, you should probably at least... There we go, and now that these extra gateways are being complete, we should be in great shape. Let's figure out exactly where we need to go to attack. It looks like up here. Let's rally to this casual gateway. Or, I'm sorry, shield battery.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And this extra income... Well, actually, I was going to say this extra income is exactly what we need, but what we really needed... in general, was the destruction of purple. With purple dead, this should go this has gone relatively smooth, but we needed to get there. Wow, that single shot to kill that Dragoon. That's a bummer. But, like, we can build an army really fast. That's what you love to see. I don't think Brown can get around us. I should probably run up here real quick and check to see if they're taking that. Good. That base might have been easier for us to take in the first place. Again, I took this one. It's only 4 patches, but they're pretty well stocked. But we also have that ability that regens the mineral patches, but we've mined it out so fast that it's not as effective as you can see. It's almost like, a lot of the times, like, take the expansion, like, regardless, like, just take it. And in this case, it's so expensive that I don't know if it's actually that good of an idea to take it. I'm going to, just in case, but we should be able to deliver a death blow here relatively soon. I'm waiting for their next large attack, and, I'm waiting for their next large attack. We're going to repel it, and then we're going to go. I love those sparkly idle workers. All right, it's okay. It's too early to tilt, right? It's too early in the campaign to tilt. I'll probably just go through and do some editing so we can keep some footage in and cut out, the longer periods. All right, do that. I feel like this should probably be enough. Getting up that ramp could be a bit spiced. I was thinking maybe they would attack me here, but the classic cycled save, a UED special. A classic. A UED delight. If you're wondering why it's called UEDAIP, it's because originally this was a modification of the UED campaign. I like how Phoenix is just standing there doing literally nothing. Okay, stay together. I think the big key is you want to make sure you move forward and cover your zealots as they're running in and doing stuff. This seems to be sort of the cluster, like the main cluster of their units, or their production rather. So this is why we're going to move in here. Phoenix's sheer determination regenerates his shields at an increased rate. He hasn't had to respawn yet. It'd be an interesting bank data where, like, if he dies in this mission, the respawn, the loss. Oh my gosh, an ultra spawns out of the flippin' ultra cavern. Wait, was that him? No, he's up here. Where if he dies in this mission, then he can't respawn next mission. Like, he doesn't have the ability to because you already used it. He's run out of determination, something like that. I mean, even here you can see it was a pretty tough fight. But again, we're too early to be tilting, so we're doing our best here, okay? We made it through. Took me several attempts, but I mean, if every map takes that amount of time, we'll see. You know, a lot of it too comes down to like getting through the early game. So if you can figure out the early game puzzle, the rest of it comes down to more of a mechanical challenge and being observant. But again, I mean, if you can't scout the right thing early enough, then you tend to get rolled, and it just takes a couple tries. All right, come on over here. Last thing.
I long for combat. Make use of me.
They must have retaken this. There's nowhere else for them to have expanded. Maybe down here? That looks like there's nothing over there. They must have just retaken this rightmost area. Yeah, destroy the bases. Of course they did. That's okay. Phoenix is cracked, though. I really like this iteration of him. He doesn't have as much HP, but that shield regen is really cool. And then as you get higher levels of shield regen, it won't matter because he'll be dead.
We have marched across hundreds of worlds together. I never imagined that we would be fighting on Aya. Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
You can see that shield regeneration, like that attack, I think, is not just the Dragoons attacking, but I think part of it's the animation of the shield regeneration. Okay, mission 1. Again, it's too early to tilt. In fact, I think the earlier missions tend to be the harder ones. Well, that's not true. I mean, I felt like the Terran and the Zerg vanilla campaigns, the beginnings of them did not begin to get difficult until, like, missions 5. And the Zerg campaign, honestly, was not... I didn't feel was that difficult until, like, mission 8. 8, 9, and 10 were crazy hard in the vanilla Zerg campaign, while 1 through 7 I felt like were relatively straightforward. They weren't easy, they felt like a good challenge, but it was just like, you know, exponential blast off into the stratosphere. And here, you know, this first mission is a challenge, but I would say it just comes down to, like, you just gotta, like, figure it out. Again, it's not like, oh, you're not spending your money enough. Like, in the attempts that I was playing, I was spending all my money. I even took an expansion and was spending all of that money, and I just couldn't survive. And again, this teaches you a lesson through failure, which is something that a lot of people don't like. And I don't love it when it's happening, but I can look back now and understand what was being taught to me, which is, you know, you got to look out for an exposed early enemy faction. Purple early is killable, and we did it, and it made the mission much more straightforward, much easier. So... I mean, I know that expansion now is important, but I will still also say that a lot of it sometimes comes down to luck, scouting luck, speed of scouting, and if you can act on it. And sometimes you might scout and find something maybe, and then just restart and just be like, well, I know that's there now. And then you don't have to scout it, and you can utilize that extra time to just go and kill it, which is what we did with purple. Yeah, okay. We're going to get through this, Jamborino. Just deep breaths. It's the last campaign. It's the last UEDAIP campaign. We've beaten harder stuff. Do you remember the end of the... Do you remember Countdown and to chain the beast and Omega. We did all that. If we can do that, we can do this. All right? Hang in there. I'll see everyone next time. Bye-bye.